Well, it's the end of an era. We're quitting. You've heard it right. It's not clickbait. We are officially out of the flower farm business. And so there's some cleanup that we got to do to get to, some. We've already sold the greenhouse. I mentioned that previously in a video. I think I can't remember if I did or not. But I got to do everything right today because boss lady's out here, so she don't allow me to take breaks or nothing. I'm pretty sure she's not even gonna give me some water or something. But it was a good run. We were flower farmers for 5 years. So it was a lot of fun, and we're still going to do, it's kind of weird because we're still going to do a little bit of some flower stuff, but we're not going to be full scale like we were. But this is where the greenhouse was. We're not going to do that anymore. We've already sold it. They've already come taking it away, obviously. But there's a lot of trash here where we had pigs at one point, and now we have 5 chickens left. That's all we have left. And so what we're going to do is we're going to bring the skid steer. We're going to put the grapple on the skid steer and come in and I'm just going to take this grapple and just sweep all this away. We'll save that fence right there so that we can still have a fence in between so that the chickens can not escape, I guess you would say. So we're going to do that. There's a lot of cleanup stuff to do today. We'll just take care of it. We'll eat the elephant one bite at a time, as they say. So we finally got a good day where we could come in here and work without either getting too hot or too cold or too wet or too dry.
Here in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah. So, so that fence right there will stay.
Actually,
or this fence.
Well, I was gonna say this fence, but it's all broken down. So.
Yeah, but we can re-break it. Or we can, we can fix that.
If we can get this cleaned up, then put that one back up.
Yeah, so I'll take that fence down. I'll come in here and I'll put the skid steer, or I'll put the grapple on here, and I'll just grapple everything out, and then we can make it happen, Captain. Yeah, it'd be easy. We got a game plan, I think. Just gonna be a lot of nitnoid stuff. Ooh, that wind is strong. I hope the audio don't capture that. But a lot of nitnoid stuff. I did a video pulling 150 T-post out with this with this particular tool that we got. I'll leave that link again because we're going to go pull some T-post right now. So I'll put the Amazon link for this little tool in there, and I'm telling you, it's fantastic. It's I keep it right here, where I don't lose it. So right there, that little sucker right there is handier than a shirt pocket. So we'll use it, pull some T-post up with. I can just slap it on the grapple, it's no big deal. And I don't want to take the TYM into the thing there because they might have some nails, things like that. So I'd rather take the skid steer. So let's get started. Just got to get a lot of this out of the way so that my tires don't get punctured, and hope I don't get bit by a snake. Man, that piece of metal right there is 13, what's that, 13, 16 foot long. Yeah, you just have to be careful picking up metal like this. Sometimes stuff, you accumulate stuff and then you're like, well, where did I get this? Or how long have I had that? Or before you know it, it gets out of hand. Make sure there are no snakes under here. That wouldn't be good. I'm gonna go hook up my dump trailer and pull it around, and that's where we'll load all the stuff. Man, I'm telling you, these new backup cameras, they're the bee's knees, ain't they? Fire up the old 574. .454 for those of you keeping score at home. All right, let's do this. Move these pallet forks right quick. I got a scrap metal pile right here. One day I'm going to take it to the scrap metal, but I always find things to do with it. So this piece I'm fixing to pick up now is the middle section of a land plane on a Homestead Implement land plane. And the reason why it's over here was because I tested their prototypes and I bent this one. This was the prototype one. And so I run it through the ringer. And so, which is what they wanted me to do, right? Because that's the prototype. And so they sent me a middle section that didn't bend. So now when you buy a Homestead Implements land plane, know that it's because of me. It took them a couple times. Look, there's 3 of them. There's 3 middle sections in there. And all 3 of them are bent. And so they kept making improvements. And finally the one I got now is not bent. Now I got to move that metal by hand. I guess I could put pallet forks on, but it's just probably quicker to move it by hand. If you don't have a grapple, you need one. You ever get like the last day of being sick, so you think you feel good, but get out here and start working and you're like, dang, I'm already sweating and tired. That's me today. I said I was going to use my skid steer for this, but you know, I'm not seeing a lot of bad things. One down, 4 or 5 to go. All right, side job. Boss lady got a garden hose under or hose pipe, as we say, underneath the lawnmower, so I got to cut it. I got to cut it off with a knife. Always safety first at Hamiltonville Farm. I'm gonna cut it off with my Hamiltonville Farm knife. You can get that at hamiltonvillefarm.com. I say I'm gonna cut it off. I'll probably just be able to unwrap it. And try not to get directly under it, you know. Didn't even need that sharp knife. All right, set her down. That's all the T-post. Let me get this little 4x4 up right quick. That's a good post. We'll keep it. You know, because we're trying to get rid of stuff. So we'll keep this. Well, I thought I was, let's go this way. There we go. That's what I was wanting to do. Here's a couple of stop sign posts. I thought I might use these for feeder poles, but I didn't. So these get tossed. It pains me to throw stuff like this away, but man, you just got to. It's been sitting in my yard 6 years and it hasn't moved. So if I haven't used it in 6 years, I'm not going to use it, you know? But boy, it hurts. Y'all, you know how I am, don't you? Y'all know exactly how I feel. Oops, wrong pedal, Hank. And there's a couple of other posts with concrete base on it. See if I can find them. Through all these. There's more. I got both of them, I think. Plus the fence. Yeah. So I'm pulling out some old fencing too. Let's see if I can get it in the dump trailer without, see if I can get it in the dump trailer without getting out of the tractor, I guess is what I was trying to say. All that. Problem with all this kind of stuff is you really want it to it just is such a like a nest. You really want it to be more of an even load. Worked out good, didn't it? But a grapple and wire fencing, boy, that don't work out good, does it? Let's go see what else we can pick out over here. I'm keeping the gates because I use those for drag harrows. I've done a video with the 224 doing that, so check that out. But I thought there was another, oh yeah, there it is. There's a couple more. Let me get out and look and see if there's one more. There is. There's one more. Let me dump this and we'll go back and get this other one. One more. Going to number 2 on the old AC there. How you guys feeling? You guys feeling good? Hey, we're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, we'd appreciate you doing that. It's our goal for 2025. Let's go pick up this last one. This one's in the ground. Let me. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but there's like black netting. And so that's why you don't want to take your mower and stuff in there, because that will just get all in your mower blades. Get out of there. You're gonna make me get it by hand. Now I'm gonna grab this fence and I'm just gonna try to drag it out and then maybe try to fold it somehow. I don't know how this is gonna work, but we'll just try to drag it out and then deal with it when it's not in the bushes. Get it out here in the open. All right, now let me see if I can fold it up and then we can grab it a little easier. All right, we're just gonna wash, rinse, and repeat. One good thing about this is using the tractor versus the skid steer. Tractor is a lot easier on the yard. It's not as aggressive on the yard, right? And it's cheaper to operate, so that's a plus. So that's two big advantages right there. It's cheaper to operate and it's less aggressive on the yard, and it's getting everything done. So it's I'm glad I was able to use the tractor versus the skid steer. Gotta lift that stuff up high so I can see it. Got a piece of fencing up. Don't get caught. Got a piece of fencing on the right side there. A chair, some buckets. I missed the fence. Oh well, let me get that out. Let me get out and get that. All right, I got a progress check here. Man, that's some good dirt. That's really good dirt. But I'll get these up, get that up. But I think I got all the trash up. But I think what she wants to do is go take this piece of fence here and just connect it to that. So I can snip the fence here, leave it alone, and then get the rest of it up. I think that's what I'll do. It's almost lunchtime, so I'll break for lunch and then finish this up after I finish up my marching orders, I guess you'd say. Here comes Mama. Here comes Boss Lady in the old Bighorn here. Bighorn 550 Explorer EFI power steering. What's up, Mama? Did you bring me a drink?
Actually, I brought my drink.
What?
Yes.
Wait.
I was
Thanks
just
for thinking of me.
I know, sorry. But I was just thinking, one of the things I like the most about the side-by-side
Yeah?
is it has a cup holder.
Oh, okay.
The second thing, the backup camera.
Yeah, nice.
Because I was parked beside my car. So,
Yeah.
what you got?
I'm almost done, I think. So, all right, 4:55.6 on the clock. What's that? 1.2 hours. 1.2 hours on the machine for this project. We'll call it done. What I'll do off camera is I'll take this fence, connect it to this post here, and then probably from this post to that T-post, just let the chickens get out right here, and then I'll come in and clean all this up. It's probably what I'll do. And that won't take another 20 minutes or so. All right. Appreciate you guys watching. Take care. Hey, God bless you guys.